everyone, Coach Anna here, and today I just wanted to talk to you about something, and I'm going to be a little tough. I'm going to give you a little tough love today, a little tough talk from Coach Anna. And we're going to talk about that there really is a solution to every problem. And I know some things we're completely powerless over, but I'm talking about some of those things that we have automatic negative thoughts about, right? And we hear ourselves saying, I can't. There's no way, I'm not strong enough. Yeah, but, and we hear ourselves making excuses. So I'm talking about these problems that we have because of addiction and its related behaviors and all of that, right? So when I say there's a solution to every problem, I'm talking about those of us that are addicts. Like sometimes we don't like the solution, right? And that's really where we have to identify what is the problem. Is the problem that I don't like the choices that my solution presents me with? So in other words, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm a carb addict. I'm a carbaholic. One bite is too many of certain foods for me, and I'm powerless and I lose control over those foods. And my but was, but I want to be normal, but I want to eat normally. I don't like the choices of giving up sugar, flours, and grains. I don't like the choices of, changing the way I eat socially. I don't like those choices. So really there was a solution. But as Judy would say, my red dog, which is the disease part of my brain that does the talking and tries to tell me what to do and tries to run the show and tries to drive the bus, was saying, I don't want to give up my nummies, right? I don't want to give up my nummies. But the truth was, I didn't like the choices I was presented with, right? I didn't want to do what was required as part of the solution to get free from how I felt. So that's the angle that I want to bring to you guys. A lot of times there's a solution to the problem. There really is. It's just ask yourself, am I just not liking my choices, right? So what I've discovered, and maybe you guys have observed this in your own life, especially those of you that have, maybe experienced some recovery for yourselves, that addicts really do know what to do. Like we know what to do. We know what the solution is, but we don't want to do it. We don't always do what we know the solution is, and there's an old saying, common sense isn't common practice. And that's because it's hard. It's hard to recover. It's hard to stop doing things that we've done over and over and over again, right? I thought at one point that carbs and sugars were the solution to every problem I had. Calgon, take me away, right? I could just bury myself in a box of Swedish fish or whatever, and all my problems would go away. And the truth is, this is a serious brain disease, and I have to make serious choices in order to recover. And so I think there's a solution to every problem. There's hope for every time I feel hopeless. There really is. But it does mean that I'm going to have to suffer a little bit, right? I'm going to have to go through those withdrawals. I'm going to have that hard talk and set that boundary with someone. I'm going to have to do something that I don't like doing because it's the right thing to do. And I'm just going to end with this. We all do things that we don't like to do. And when I do things that I don't love doing and I adopt a positive attitude about it, this is how it goes, right? I have to scrub toilets. I don't necessarily love scrubbing a toilet, but I always think I'm grateful that I have toilets in my home, and I think of it as moving the sand. It's something that needs to be done, and it's not going to magically happen. And so I don't say to myself, I hate doing this. I don't want to be doing this. I just say it's time to scrub the toilet, and I go and I scrub the toilet, and I do it with an attitude of gratitude, and I do it with a presence of mind that I am very lucky to have more than one toilet in my home. Some people have no toilets, and I like having a couple of them, for the various people in my house. And so, I really think that there is a solution to every problem, and we just have to get creative, and we have to be willing to do a hard thing, right? Recovery has to become preferable to the misery of addiction, and it can be miserable. It can be we can suffer to recover, right? We can go through withdrawals. We can feel some embarrassment. It takes a minute to overcome guilt and shame and to get through these things. But on the other side is so much freedom, so much freedom. So think about the choices that lay before you and do the next right thing no matter what. Do the next right thing no matter what, and things will normally sort themselves out. I've seen this so many times, a diabetic saying, you know what, I know I'm a sugar addict, and this is why I haven't been able to comply with what my doctors told me. So I'm, just for today, just for one meal at a time, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. And pretty soon they keep doing the right thing, and it gets, easy is earned. It gets easier because they earn it. And as soon as they get to that other side and they're off of several medications and their hemoglobin A1C is back to normal, and it's a beautiful thing, right? So the effort that they put into it is what did it, right? And so I'm not saying that solutions are easy. In fact, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be a tough choice and they're going to be a hard choice. But this is what I know. I know that you've done hard things, and I know you can do it, because if I can do it, anyone can do it. Anyone can do this, and any means without exception. And around here at SugarX Global, that's what we believe. Anyone can recover. Have a great rest of your day.